Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I am Kadada Miller, CEO of Creations by Kadada, and today we are going to make a DIY tiki hut. Yes, you heard me right. We're going to make a tiki hut. Saw some in the store, and they were running about $99. And I thought, do I really want to pay that? Plus, the way my vision is set up, I want more than one. So my name is Creations. So today we're starting out. I have got 4 foam boards. Can you see that? The 20 by 30 foam boards is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to take down this one that I'm getting ready to use now and reposition the camera, because what I'm going to do is we used 4 foam boards. And I taped it together to make my roof. So, see, I got that on top, so we just made a little, kind of like a tent. Sorry, trying to get in the camera. Made like kind of like a tent. So, I'm going to lay this down because now I'm going to see if I can reposition the camera. I want to lay my skirt on it. Follow me. This will not let me be great today. Okay. So we're gonna grab a hot glue. Definitely gonna need hot glue. And then I got 2 other pattern skirts. So, and I want it to go over the back. I'm gonna do both sides, but for this tutorial, we're going to do one. If I can get it up here. There we go. And on each end, you have some string because it actually is a skirt, but we're not using it as a skirt. I'm just trying to straighten it all out. So if you see, I got my line here of my tape. I want to hot glue it a little bit behind it, just so that it flows. So I'm going to do a little bit of hot glue. I might need to get some more out. Right. And just lay it there for a second and kind of pat your way down, because this hot glue is very, very hot. I don't want you to hurt yourself, but you are going to have to touch it to pat it down, because this is on a string. So, I'm going to come around here. Easier for me, maybe you can see me better as well. So I'm just making a line following where I was at with my hot glue. And I'm going to stretch my skirt out some more. And remember, just pat it down. Don't try to press, because you will burn the heck out of your fingers. And I'm going to grab a extra glue stick real quick, because I left them up here. Had to get some extras. And I use the fatter glue sticks. They're perfect for this glue gun that I have. And it lasts me a little longer because I do use a lot of hot glue. So, we're just going to keep coming across. Again, patting this string down to the board. Okay. And we're going to come over a little bit more. All the way to the end. And the one thing, that's stuck over here, is that I wanted it full. So, it's hot. Hot, hot. Some like it hot. You guys will know that I am hilarious. Okay. So, now I've got some extra on this side. But we want to make sure that it's falling right. So, we'll do that. So now you can see we're actually attached. But as you can also see, we've got a lot of spaces in here. I don't want that. So I'm gonna double this back over, and I have an additional skirt, and we're gonna add that over the top just to cover up some of the spaces, because I don't want to see the spaces. I want it to be really, really full. And again, you can see, ooh, hot, 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 the string. But don't worry about the string, because we're going to cut that off. So do not worry about the string. All right. So now we've got that doubled over. We're going to grab our other string. And something else, you guys, I wanted to show you, if I can find it real fast. Oh, yeah, here we go. Since I do a lot of work on custom items, I decided to buy me one of these. They're actually for, they're called plant kneelers, or maybe garden kneelers, something like that. But I bought one of these and it really helps. So if you are a creative, I suggest you grab yourself one of these. This one came from Dollar Tree. It was just $1, of course. And it really helps. It really helps the knees, because I'm not as young as I used to be. So, we're going to take our other skirt out. I'm going to roll this thing. Okay. So, got our skirt. And again, like I said, we want it to be full. We don't want to see, it's okay if you can see some of the white, but I don't want you to be able to see that much of it. So, there we go. So now, all I'm going to do is take my hot glue gun and go right across the top line of the one that we already have stuck, and then apply the pressure. Let me pull this back. And then apply pressure with my top skirt, just so that, like I said, we're going to double it up, just so that it doesn't look flimsy or cheap. We want nice full coverage. And as you can see, I'm patting because, again, the hot glue comes off when you're touching it. But, so I'm going to keep going down my line here. And we are going to pat our skirt down. Pat away. Scoop back some. Just going to leave the hot glue out here for a second. Ooh. And that would actually wear the gloves that you can wear when you're working with hot glue. But to me, it gets in the way. It gets in the way, so. Or it makes it harder for me to work with it, let me just say that. So, I'll just work it out. Try to pat. So that it doesn't burn you too much. Okay, so now that I've got glue all on my hands, you probably can't see that far, but yeah. So we're going to put that back on our plate. What I'm going to do now, just lift it up so you can see that we've got a full roof here. And if I bend it over like this, okay. So I have my backdrop already set up with my crossbar. So all I'm going to do is take this and go across the top. So I'm just moving my strings that I was telling you guys about because I did not cut them yet. So I'm moving them to the back and just kind of straightening out the skirt. This is what we have thus far. Trying to zoom out a little bit so that you can see. There we go. So all I'm doing now, because again this side is still drying a little bit, but I'm just playing with the skirt, pulling it down, making sure that it's full. There we go. Cool. So, we're going to grab a few pieces here. See how I can incorporate some decor into this thing. And I'm also going to grab my one of my smaller tables because I want to make a full little hut slash bar. So I have some more skirts here, but unfortunately when I went to the store all they had was the shorter skirts. So I'm going to see how it's going to work. But I'm sure I'll need another skirt. Or shall I say I'm going to have to go to another store to get the longer skirts, but I'm sure I'm going to need to double up with these as well just to give it a fuller look. So let me go grab our table. Guys, so we grabbed our little split table here. Gonna set this up. I keep tables all over because you never know what size or what you're gonna need. Got that. Kind of make sure we got this centered. Kind of, sort of. A little bit. So, I really don't want to glue this to my table yet. But I think what I will do, put a little glue on each end for the purpose of the video. Because I can always pull it off. So, trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Pull the camera back some. Okay. So again, like I said, these skirts these are like the children's size, but this is the only thing they had in the store, so I'm going to work with it. These are way shorter than the adult ones that I'm using. So I'm just going to take and put one little dot of glue on each end and stick it to my table. Only reason why I'm doing this is because this is my first time making this, and I just wanted to see the total outcome of it. Trying to hold this on the sides and let it stays. So I'm going to put a little more hot glue on this end. Stretch it out. There. Watch that hot glue. Press and hold it. Press and hold it. Just want to make sure it's going to stay. So we got another one. I got two. Uh-oh, that one didn't work out. Let's try this again. Maybe I didn't hold this one long enough. Come on, buddy. There we go. And when I have the right size, what I'm going to end up doing to make it stay as well, because like I said, you don't want to always be hot on your good tables, but you can tape it down, and then you can also take these rope ends that I was showing you guys, and you can tie these together. But again, I'm just going to pop a dot of hot glue on here and come on across, just so that we can see what the finished product is going to look like. So I'm just holding this on here till it's adhered to the table. Because again, don't be afraid, unless you're using the Gorilla Glue hot glue, don't be afraid to practice certain designs using hot glue, because you can always pop it off. You may have to use a knife or a box cutter or something like that in order to do so, but you can pop it off. So I'm going to come around here, and we're going to add this to the side. So again, this is just for the purposes of you guys seeing the final setup. Doesn't take long at all. Okay, to make sure. So again, we're going to try to tuck our little ropes in there because we need to cut those out. But this is the finish, and I'm trying to see. I need my assistant Tamika here. She has OCD, so she always makes sure everything is even. And I think I need to scoot this out. Something is not doing what I want it to do. There we go. I think that's better. So, trying to see if I could zoom out. Nope, that's zooming in, sorry. Trying to see if I can go back some more so you can see the whole table, but I will move it around in 1 second. I want to add a few embellishments. So, making a $99 Tiki bar saved me a lot of money making this myself. So I do thank God for creativity. Hence the name of my company, Creations by Kadada, because I create. So now I'm just adding